Good move, bad move?
I think ECW pretty much now is a training ground for.
Yeah.
Think of like Punk, Evan Bourne, Kofi. They go on that show Swagger, and they get popular and big, and they move on.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. Nobody watches ECW anyway. Now, so it doesn't matter.
I think it's good, and it's also good that it gets to get rid of the ECW name because, you know, I mean, ECW was a brand of its own, and it's kind of like the bastard child, Vince's version.
Yeah, it hasn't been extreme in God knows how long.
And I don't think Vince is going to get rid of Goldust and them and move them to, like, SmackDown and stuff. I think he'll probably keep them there so that the young guys have, like, a veteran guy to work with.
That's true.
You know, think about, like, Jack Swagger and all, CM Punk, all them guys. They had veteran guys they could work with to kind of get themselves over, and so I think it's a good move. It should be interesting to see.
Yeah.
If there's nothing else better on, maybe.
All right. I don't know if that answers the question, but...
You mean, if the Phillies are playing, he isn't watching it.
Yeah.
No.
I think it's basically a move just to knock off the ECW logo, really.
Just a...
Yeah, because ECW, like you said, is pretty much the training
And you don't
ground
have
that it is
any
now.
really of the ECW old people. That
No,
now
that Tommy Dreamer's gone,
and Dude ain't there.
And it hasn't been extreme in a year or more.
I haven't seen an Extreme Rules. Christian and Dreamer was the last Extreme Rules match, I think.
Yeah.
For the belt.
So
when he like gave him the kill switch on the car.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll get better ratings if it's something different. So if people think it's something different,
they'll tune in.
And they'll tune in, not realizing it's the same thing, but it's just a different name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is that sweet piece of ass Tiffany still going to be in charge, though?
I haven't heard, but I assume she is.
She's been on in a while. She's training to be a wrestler, so they may move her.
Yeah. So, on from ECW to TNA. We forgot to mention this last week. I know we usually like to mention the champions when the belts change hands. So, Doug Williams from the British Invasion cashed in his Feast or Fired briefcase on Amazing Red after Amazing Red had a match. And, it was actually Rob Terry's briefcase. And then they Doug Williams took it from him and won the X Division Championship. So now we have a new X Division champ. Yep. And during a house show on their European tour, Rob Terry won the Global Championship from Eric Young. Yep. So there's two new champs there.
I know you're excited.
In an update on a story we broke a few weeks ago with Awesome Kong and Bubba the Love Sponge, we had said Awesome Kong had asked for her release from TNA. And it seems like the situation has cooled down now. They declined on her release, which is a smart move, I think.
Yeah.
Since she's pretty good over in TNA. So hopefully that whole situation's done with and Awesome Kong stays. And finally, some of you may know, I'm not sure if you know or not, but Kaz, who plays Suicide, Frankie Kazarian, is married to Tracy Brooks.
Lucky bastard.
Yeah, that was about a month or so ago that they got married, and already Suicide himself is committing suicide by sleeping around on Tracy Brooks, like Tiger Woods. He's the Tiger Woods of wrestling, I suppose. He has a mistress. And supposedly there's a sex tape in there, and I don't know the whole story, but it's just coming out now. So more on that as we get more information. Hopefully we won't have the Kaz sex tape on here.
Full suicide garb.
Yeah. In his mask.
He can sign copies. It's all porno shop. Complete star of Suicide sleeps around. It's gonna be called.
Yeah. Who knows what it's gonna be called?
Benoit story number 2.
The what?
The Benoit story.
Oh God. Okay. Now that's
sure how they're related, but okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. That brings us on to our new weekly segment, the WWR Hall of Fame. This week, inducted is Kurt Angle. And I don't think anyone has a problem with him going into the Hall of Fame.
No way.
Let me rattle off a list of accomplishments that Kurt Angle did. He only has a few. He, of course, the 1996 Olympic gold medal winner That's a given. He is altogether TNA boasts Kurt Angle is a 13-time world champion. I found 11. I'm not sure where the other 2 come from. I don't know if they count his background before he was a professional or what. I'm not sure. But we have a 4-time WWE champion, a 1-time world heavyweight champion, a WCW champion, and a 3-time TNA world champion. And then they throw in the Japanese title, the IWGP Championship. So those are the world championships I could come up with. And 2 mystery ones, evidently. The Intercontinental Champion, of course. European Champion. WWE Tag Team Champion with Chris Benoit. The first ever for the SmackDown brand. WCW United States Champion. Hardcore Champion. The 2000 King of the Ring.
I get around.
Now we go to the TNA things. Other than World Champion, he's been a TNA World Tag Team Champion with Sting, a TNA X Division Champion, and the 2007 and 2009 King of the Mountain. Those are most of his accomplishments. So, what do you guys say about Kurt Angle?
I totally agree. I think he is the best wrestler in the business today. The best pure wrestler. There's nobody better. I have no disagreement. He belongs in the Hall of Fame.
Definitely. He was undefeated when he first came out, and it was like, what, for like 6 months or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And finally got beat by Taz at the Royal Rumble when Taz made his debut with WWE, and he held the Intercontinental and European at the same time.
Lost them both and didn't get pinned?
Yeah. So definitely first ballot Hall of Famer in any organization.
Yeah.
Best pure wrestler in the business today or ever.
Maybe
I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, Kev.
All right. Don't hold back, Kevin. I know how big of a Kurt Angle fan you are.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I remember the first time you won the world title from The Rock. It was pretty exciting. I'm like, yeah, finally.
He had hair.
Yeah, yeah. It was something. And then from there on, it was just one belt after another, pretty much.
I don't think I've ever seen him have a bad match.
No.
Even when he wrestles guys who
he makes good people,
terrible wrestlers,
crappy people look good. Him and Jeff Hardy could probably have some 5-star matches.
Yeah. Well, look at the matches he has, like with Sting, and Sting has got nothing left. And
And he's on my list for all the people we always wanted to meet.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad we got to meet him.
He was on the top of mine.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
And that was really good.
Kurt wasn't on the top of my list. But
He was in the top 5.
Yeah, he's within the top 5.
Mm-hmm.
When we went and saw him, it's like, whoa. Now we're starting to really see the bigger names.
Thank you for the name dropping. All right. Is that everything for Kurt?
well, we can go on all day.
About Kurt Angle.
Yeah, you can never have enough
he
Kurt
had
Angle.
great matches. Like even like when you think about like no disrespect to Shane McMahon, but
Yeah.
he wasn't a full-time wrestler, and you think about like that match they had at King of the Ring, and
Yeah.
it shows how
that thing.
it shows how tough of a bastard Shane is because he insisted on the Angle putting him through it because that was one of the spots they talked about.
Yeah.
He was like, I thought I killed him.
It wouldn't break. I kept trying.
Yeah.
3 or 4 tries, it wouldn't break.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, it gave.
And Kurt asked if he wanted to keep doing it, and Shane said, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'm good.
Yeah.
It didn't break.
Twice.
Yeah.
I think he broke me.
Oh yeah.
All right. So Kurt is in, and next week we'll have someone else
As well we should.
into the Hall of Fame.
I'll be hosting, and it will be my pick.
Yep. All right. Now on to the weekly top 5. Now, Kevin, would you like to give us your number 1 from last week, which was the best movies with wrestlers in them?
My pick was the game plan. The Rock.
There's some better ones, but okay. Yeah. Your opinion?
Yeah.
It was a very good movie.
Wouldn't be in my top 10, but okay. Too kiddie-ish for me. Yeah.
All right. Now this week's top 5 is what we consider to be the top 5 weakest